Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is me, Dukect, here, live. Welcome back on TalkShoe.com. All the crazy stuff that Skype had to do to share sounds and everything else that is needed. You know, they had to do that new update, so I couldn't do the whole, put the music in. But now I can, so this is good. So I can actually share the music and on Skype, so I don't have to worry about that type of stuff, which is good. That means I can just easily switch in back and forth, so I don't have to do the that sort of switch it to to stereo mix. So now I can just put the songs through. That means quicker music for you and everyone else. So here's hoping it continues to more ideas and more interesting things it can do and more new songs. I'm gonna get some new songs in, and we will talk about that. More songs, more interesting, that sort of thing, that sort of stuff that will trickle into the lounge. Anyway, how are y'all doing this March 23rd, the live recording of it? How y'all doing? Man, this has been one hell of a couple weeks in the world of wrestling. Christopher Daniels won his first ever world championship at Ring of Honor after defeating Adam Cole, baby. I might have to take a look at that pay-per-view. I haven't seen any Ring of Honor stuff in a while, so hey, I might have to cop that DVD when it comes out. The Hardy Boys, the Broken Hardys, are basically taking down TNA and all these other things, which is going to be, that story is still developing. My gosh, talking about this alone, it just continues to grow more and more insane. TNA says they own the copyright, not really, because Matt Hardy put the copyright before they left about the Broken Hardys. All the trademarks is with the Hardys, because let's be honest, it took only $500 with buying that drone. After that drone, that drone and film that stuff in their backyard, which is awesome. Hey, they did something interesting with it. And hey, like I said, kudos to Matt Hardy making another interesting gimmick, out of something. It's a lot. Shoot. And I thought he was the boring Hardy. So yes. Yeah, he improved, and that's what he has improved. Immensely, he has improved. But yet, the whole thing with TNA going on, their rebirth, and then, back to the Hardys and such, they try to, I'm not making this up, people, try to claim copyright with with Broken Hardys by branding it. It's, all the YouTube stuff is, all the YouTube stuff with Broken Matt Hardy and everything else, that was trademarked by TNA, which, I don't think that's going to held up in court now, because just sense, you can sense the desperation. You can sense the desperation in TNA. But yeah, and their whole trying to make Impact great. They're trying to do the whole first was make Impact great again, but they chose not to say make Impact great, even though TNA, for a while, they were great. Honestly, I said they had a kick-ass women's division. That was the precursor for the Divas Evolution, which I will say, the TNA, they actually had a women's division for the longest time that was actually so much better. And they actually presented the women's division a lot better than what WWE did with their whole Divas Evolution. I'll give it that. Heck, they made Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, the beautiful people, NG Love, they made them important because, hey, they're wrestlers, they have characters, they have this, that, and the other, and let them work. They build themselves up. They let them build in that division, and they had really good matches. They weren't, they weren't just, okay, they're women in sports. No, they talk to them like regular athletes. They give a really good positive +4 for TNA. They screwed it up a lot. They screwed up everything, but it's TNA. They couldn't hold up good momentum for long. They had really good ideas and great moments in total nonstop action. I ain't gonna deny that, but and with this whole hashtag make Impact great, it just slaps the face of the fans, slapped the face of everyone who watched this company grew from 2002 to now, saying that basically making the interpretation that Impact was never great. I mean, sure, it didn't get won the world over, but it actually did had some great moments. I ain't ashamed to say that. And now now they're bringing back Karen Jarrett, which, slapping the taste out of Jerry, slap the taste of Josh Matthews. Oh gosh, I don't care. I don't care about this stupid announcer rivalry. I don't care about Josh Matthews being a heel manager. I don't care. I just stopped watching. People say, they're working. They got the highest rating, like over 300,000 people. So I'm like, but it's barely even 8.1. They got a long way to go to make TNA actually, A, watchable, and B, marketable, and C, actually making it worthwhile, making it great again. So they got a long way to go, and they've been going off the wrong way about it. So I'm going to leave, unless something really, I will be watching Slammiversary. It will be in a review. I'll find other ways to watch it. I will. But yeah, that's the plan. It's so, like I said, so many things, the page leaks. And I'll be talking about this more with other people and with the other, I think, a live stream. Talk about all these issues and more via live stream. I think, let me just look at this. We're going to, he's going to be doing a Wrestling with Failure. Yes. He's going to be, Wrestling with Failure. And I'm going to be on his little live stream talking more about these subjects. So it's going to be a real fun time. It's going to be something real fun. It's going to be real exciting. And I can't wait. I really can't wait to get more into this and talk about this subject even more with him and other wrestling fans as well. So it's going to be something, that sort of thing. So it's going to be something really good. I can't wait to, get into and talk about these subjects. So yeah, it's going to be a really, really fun time. Anyway, speaking of something really fun, you heard something on the rumor mill, ladies and gentlemen. And no, I'm not talking about Mike Bennett and Mike Bennett going to Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis going to WWE, which is, oh no, oh gosh, which, wow. And the nickname is over at the freaking Awesome Network forums, which is awesome. By the way, go check those guys out. They're cool. I love this. Let's see right here. It's like this. Main event of Don Colon. I'll probably screen cap this. This is really good. It says, I can't wait to see Mike's favorite NXT season was season 4. Mike Bennett joined the WWE. That right there is a keeper, my friends. That's beautiful right here. Like I said, link to the description of the whole Mike Bennett. Let me get that whole Mike Bennett nicknames. I'll find that for you. But no, there's something really big. Is that supposedly, ladies and gentlemen, WWE wanted to buy, talking to Sinclair Broadcasting with a buyout. According to ProWrestlingSeat.com, it's supposedly, WWE was talking to Sinclair Broadcasting and talking to it, and yeah, supposedly a lot of people run it from WrestleZone, Cage ICs, Pro Wrestling Seats, right here, link in the description, had this thing talking about a supposedly, this is supposedly going to happen in Ring of Honor going to WWE. They're buying Ring of Honor, which, funny enough, it's interesting because quite honestly, I honestly don't think they need to, because one, they already have their pseudo Ring of Honor in NXT. To me, it'd be really interesting. Oh, we got 2 guests here, ladies and gentlemen. Over what's up, and hopefully you can get to talking about this. And WWE buying Ring of Honor, which I still say is really not that interesting. Not a wise purchase, because if they did buy it, and by the way, if you want to call in, remember, phone number is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417 if you want to get into the live show. Because, hey, that is always you know what? It's always a good thing, baby. You always want to have these type of interesting little subjects here. And all these other stuff. Yes. Make sure y'all can call in to the show. Also, like I said, WWE buying Ring of Honor would be unnecessary. If they did buy the WWE, they did buy it, it would be, like I said, because at NXT, you have multiple stars in NXT that are developmental. They had these type of, they already have that type of Ring of Honor in NXT, in NXT. You have all these guys walking in. It just doesn't make any sense. And people will say, "Oh my gosh, it will be a monopoly." Oh no, I'm like, no. First off, you still have live WWN. You still have Lucha Underground. And for the most part, you still have TNA. For the most part, if you really want to, you still have local indie groups like Maryland Championship Wrestling. You still have those guys around. You still have your local indie, like I said, local indies. You still have PWG. You still have Chikara. You still have, all these New Japan, All Japan, and all these other places. And you still have a ton. I mean, I do mean a ton of wrestling stuff out there. It's just the assumption that WWE has a huge market of it. And honestly, it will go bad in WWE in the long run, because it seems like they're trying to be this territory system. They're trying to make it bigger and bigger, but without actually sustaining their foundations. I mean, they're trying to be this multi-title. Oh my gosh, we got all this stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna be a very what's a good word? I don't see it actually being structurally being efficient, because once you have all these companies, it will eventually, people are getting tired of watching what? Raw is 3 hours, SmackDown is 2 hours. That's like 7 hours. You have 205 Live. That comes right after. So that's an extra hour. That's, 8 hours. Then you have NXT. That's another hour. That's 9 hours. 9 hours. Plus, if you have Ring of Honor programming there, that's like what? Another 10 hours? That's 10 hours of wrestling a week? And that's not even getting to the other side content that WWE has. Like, they don't, I'm not even talking about Talking Smack or Raw Talk or the pay-per-views, the takeovers, and the huge pay-per-views they go over, like for 2 to 3 to 4 hour pay-per-views. This is a problem. A huge, huge problem with the WWE is having right now. And to me, I wish they could look within and being a structure of this type of, try to look within their structure. I worry because they're trying to overreach. And once you have this whole overreaching problem, this huge problem of overreaching, which WWE is doing right now, they are overreaching. And when they are when they have this issue of overreaching, they're going to, like every empire before them, every type of empire that hold them, and everything like that, they will crumble under their, they will crumble within themselves. They will crumble within themselves, and people will wonder why. Why has they crumbled? Because again, it's easy to go and conquer, but it's harder to maintain. It is harder to maintain an empire. It is harder to continue the functions of said empire without people just everything just collapsing from within. History shows this in any type of thing, and all including in business. You try to reach out and buy everything, eventually you're gonna go broke buying all these type of stuff. And by the way, even if they did buy Ring of Honor, which supposedly right now we look at this, supposedly it is a falsehood. It is a complete and utter falsehood that that this is not happening. Let me just check a look and see if this is I don't think his the Pro Wrestling Torch says that is a completely 100% false, which seems to be the case. But if they did, it would be, to me, very destructive for the WWE. It's just, I don't see this thing working in a long run type of, and that sort of thing. It is. It's just, I don't think it's going to really be something, positive if they were going to do it. Oh yeah, you still have Dragon's Gate, ICW, Progress, Rev Pro, Beyond, and all these other places. So yeah. Oh, and the NWA too. So if they're still around, if you want to do anything like that. But then again, I haven't really checked in the Ring of Honor for the last couple of months now. So some people said that the anniversary show and Final Battle, all these places were really good. So I might have to check that out because I have been really out of the loop of Ring of Honor since they lost their stars and been trying to find their way. And here's hoping with this whole, guys like, Chris Day or Dalton Castle, who's getting a championship shot the WrestleMania weekend. Maybe he'll get his championship glory, or maybe he'll, turn heel, which I think is a little stupid because Dalton Castle, a lot of people love Dalton Castle. I think, I'm surprised that he got over in Ring of Honor. I mean, Ring of Honor is not the place for this whole showcase of, the flamboyancy of wrestling. It seems like he's someone, if it was in Shakara or any other place, I would believe that. I would believe if Dalton Castle would be successful. But in Ring of Honor, it's so much showmanship to a point that's like, yeah. But yeah, here's hoping. When I look into Ring of Honor and anything else like that, I want to see them continue to grow. And in their own way, trying to find their groove. I'm hearing rumors that they actually are trying to find their groove, but I'm hearing things that they are trying to find their groove, who they are, and I will start checking into with Ring of Honor if that is the case. If not, well, like I said, there's always someone else, and Lucha Underground is gonna come back soon. So yeah. Because yeah, there needs to be something really positive about Ring of Honor at this moment. Needs something to really push them up. But anyway, we're gonna take a small little break, and we'll be let's see, what music should we listen to? If we got the music down, let's see. How about some? Let's see. Let's see. How about Super Mario 64 Portrait of the Plumber. How about Wings to the Sky? ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Listen to that. We will be listen to that while we take our break, and we will have, when we return, we will be talking about my first impressions of the brand new Mass Effect game, Mass Effect Andromeda. I will talk about that and my pros and my cons about the game, and many other things if y'all want to talk about. Remember, the phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444, and the call ID to connect with me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. Calling it a live show. And after that, hear what I have to say. And also about Mass Effect Andromeda, all the previous stories I talked about. Anyway, it's Dukect here. We'll be right back. Right after this, listen to Rings in the Sky. Wings to the Sky, Powerful Mario by HALC from OC Remix Super Mario 64 Portrait of a Plumber. We'll be right back right after this. This is the Dukect Lounge live on TalkShoe.com. Back, ladies and gentlemen. So a little bit of a technical difficulties, but we are here back live. Once again, that's what the thing is. So make sure everything's recorded, everything is good. So yes. Excuse me. Yeah, we are here live, TalkShoe.com. And what are we gonna be talking about, ladies and gentlemen? What are we gonna talk about? We're going to talk about Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh boy, Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh yeah. Mass Effect Andromeda. What a interesting series. This game. I pre-ordered the game. I got the deluxe edition. I honestly thought this was going to be a very good game. I thought this was going to be at least somewhere back to something I honestly thought, because Mass Effect 3 did have its bad ending. I think the DLC really came back and just knocked it out of the park in some places. Some places it really did knock it out of the park. I was just like, ooh, what a show. What a really good part of the the fidelity, everything felt really good. I mean, yeah, even though it had some graphical hiccups. So, quite honestly, I thought that Mass Effect 3 was a very good game, and honestly, I'm surprised they continued the series. The Mega Ray wasn't really 100% discovered, and I thought everything wrapped up nicely for, well, the most part. I think the storylines and such Mass Effect 3 were better. Not better. Mass Effect 2 had a really good stuff, but Mass Effect 3 just completely... I felt like that game was rushed, and they should have just... I honestly think that game should have just been in the oven for like maybe a year. Instead of coming out in 2012, I think it should have came out in 2013. And late 2013. To rewrite the bugs, rewrite the stuff, look into what the ending was going to be. I honestly delete the Star Child, that stupid nonsense with the Star Child, which was dumb. No, I always think it was dumb. And yeah. Another thing I liked about Mass Effect was the story, was Shepard and all those characters. This time, however, in Mass Effect Andromeda, there is no Shepard only in passing. Shepard is only mentioned in passing. How this is just a brand new experience, everybody. It's the brand new experience, everybody. It's a whole new experience, a new galaxy, the new galaxy of new possibilities and such. Trying to find a new home for humanity. Not just humanity, but also to find for this brand new Andromeda initiative. And honestly, one of the biggest things about Mass Effect was one thing is liked about the exploration. This is going to be truly an exploration. It really feels like you're going into something like Star Trek Voyager, or something like in the whole Star Trek universe. And I was all on board with that. I liked it, doing all those type of things, crafting. But you're on your own, and you're in the wild. You're in that wild exploration, and well, yeah, not that good. It's just first off, it's just mediocre. I haven't played too much into the game, not much. Graphically, I think I have let's see, and a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. I actually liked it. It's a pretty good graphics card, and I am very, it's a very good graphics card, and it's playing, my stuff pretty well. And I said, hey, I got this brand new one, and actually can, it plays the games well. I like it. It actually plays it well. I know, it's not, it's not the perfect type of thing, but yeah, it's yeah, it's not really, it's yeah, it's yeah, it does show well. It shows really good stuff. The graphics are still good, but but yeah, it's those animations, yeah, not that good. The graphics are not that good, and yeah, even with the brand new stuff, but my stuff, it's it's not, the frame rate is like yeah, it's the GeForce 50 Ti. It's going to got like 37 type stuff. It's okay, but it's yeah, it is something that yeah, even if you do have a high quality of it's still, the graphics are really bad. The frames, people popping in, the animations are terrible. Everything around it just seems that it was it seems like it just needed more time in the oven. It just seemed like, even though it's been 5 years and they want to do something interesting, it just looked like it was just, this game needed more time in the oven. And it didn't really do what, it was like, man, they should have done more. It is, I understand. It's a really big undertaking. About how to take these things, but yeah, it's just like, man, we see other games do these type of subjects and do these RPGs. They look really good. It just that sort of thing. It's it just, the game's animation seems so, everything looks arcade. It looks like DLC for Mass Effect 3. Like, it doesn't seem like for this generation. I've seen it on PS4, on the Xbox One, even on high-end PCs. It just does not. The game itself looks and plays like this is a very high-end, maybe it's just me, but it looks like a very high-end, like a late-end Xbox 360 first time on a, first Xbox, like the first Xbox One type of game. It's like the first Xbox One type of game, It feels like that. It looks like that. The gameplay, it's Mass Effect, but it's like, it's a little bit of Mass Effect 2 type of, using the guns and everything. And I do like the whole dodge mechanic, using the rockets, using, biotics to move around, stick and move. I like that type of stuff, but it just feels like, again, an archaic system. It's an archaic, something that it's good for the fans, but not really something that will bring in people positively and such. And it does sadly deserve its like ratings and stuff, but you never know. I look at some of these, like I said, the high-end graphics, they still look like garbage, these animations. And y'all probably already saw most of these animations, these graphics and such. And I'm just like, I'm having fun with the game. There are some good moments, but at the end of the day, I do kind of regret my purchase of Mass Effect Andromeda. And I really wanted to like this game. And the voice acting is terrible. It really is that terrible. I don't know who did the voice acting of this, because honestly, the voice acting in Mass Effect, honestly, there were some really good scenes there. Even though the first one was the male guy and the male shepherd was terrible, but I think the dialogue was really good. It was decent. It was good. The first one. The second one, I think, was a little bit better. Third, they fell off, but this right here, they feel like they regressed even more. There's less here. Even though there's some really good stuff there, some really good story, there's still the good type of missions, but it's janky. It's just the way the voice acting, it's not really an experience that I would actually be, it looks so, it's just like, man, it's like they didn't have everyone sit in a room and actually talk to each other. It felt like it was just, okay, they were all in separate rooms. They don't have that, none of Ryder does not have any chemistry with any of these characters. Ryder does not have any chemistry at all with anyone. Ryder does not have any chemistry at all with anybody, as far as I know. They don't have any character. When I'm talking to them, there's no character. There's nothing. There's no chemistry at all. And it's a shame, because I really think there's some really good ideas here. Very good. Like, there was a case once upon a time, talking to like some guy who was talking about like a person who murdered someone in Andromeda, the Nexus, over at, like, I think the planet was EOS. They found the body and there was a recording, and the audio still stuck there. But it's like a guy who killed someone, but actually didn't. But it revealed that supposedly that's the mission called First Murderer. It found out the dude wanted to kill him, but he didn't. It was actually the villain's Dukect, which honestly I don't care for. Dukect are just, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling them. But again, I'm still early in the game. But there was a good dilemma there, an interesting dilemma of someone who was a murderer, who had the intent, he had the gun, he had everything he wanted to, and admitted it that, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't want to die. Because going after these type of these aliens, and what happened was he didn't kill him. The cat soldier did, but he had the means and the motive. You have a choice to either lock him up and keep him, or exile him, or release him. Regardless of the evidence proves 100% that the evidence. Pretty much, even though he has the motive, the meditation and everything else, the crime, he did not kill him. He had the means, but he did not actually kill the man. Because technically, he's innocent. You could exile because he had intent to do it, or you could just say, you know what, you can exile him or not exile him. And it's like, if the voice acting and the way they handled it was better, then I could actually roll. Like, yeah, I could roll with this. Instead, it just feels like a very clunky expertise, And yeah, they really do love the scanner here in Mass Effect. They scan everything, trying really hard to be like Batman and such, sort of thing, be like what Batman and that type of scanning, when he was doing the Arkham series. So honestly, my verdict is for this game, when I eventually do a full review of it, maybe when I get a higher, get like some more RAM, get more RAM in my computer, which seems like it needs like at least a minimum of 16 RAM. Then after that, maybe a higher end graphics card, because at this point, Mass Effect, the best graphic card right now to run it would be to run this would be a GeForce 1080i. I'm not kidding. A GeForce 1080i would be is the best one. Which, yeah, it has the best one to run 1080. It has 11 gigabytes, that sort of thing. But I don't have that money, that sort of thing. So yeah, again, I have my GT. I have my T50, my GX T50 Ti, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, and I'm happy with it. So I know I'm not getting this. Oh my god, 1080p, like 500-pound graphics, but hey, it's just good for my gaming needs right now. So yeah, and even if I did, I probably would be disappointed with that. So yeah, that's my thing. That's it seems like, and that's to me the most frustrating thing about this game. It's just it's so much of a disappointment, and I do wish that the game can get better. I hope it can get better via DLC, via all these type of things. I want the game to continue to grow. But sadly, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. With that being said, I'm going to end the show now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you very much for sticking with me here live on TalkShoe.com. And if you haven't heard this, you will hear this on my YouTubes, on YouTube.com/DukecT, on Manic Expression, on Freaking Awesome Network forums, as Freaking Awesome Network, the website, and everywhere else I can spread this little thing in between to get this thing out there. Also on iTunes, so you can keep listening to this. So hopefully you guys like hope guys you like it. I really hope you guys like the return to the Dukect Lounge live on TalkShoe.com. And I'm going to try to get this up on SoundCloud. I haven't put this stuff on SoundCloud in quite a while. So I'm going to do that too. So anyway, I'm going to spread this out, and hopefully you guys continue to listen. And I want to hear any type of response from it. From comments. I love hearing them. I love getting them. Comments. Tell me how good I'm doing, how much I'm good, bad, how much I suck. So anyway, thank you very much for listening. It's DukecT here. Peace, love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later. Also, you comment on DukecT, DukecTProductions@gmail.com, or you can comment on YouTube or on iTunes. I'll read them as quick as I can. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for listening to the Dukect Lounge. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.